welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from my haunted house in a creepy graveyard. Check out the description as well as the pinned comment to see what's going on. If you want information about getting a reading, everything you need to know is in the description. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats is my preferred method of payments that are available. 5+ subscriptions, I will open the chat to a free yes no tarot session. 10+ likes and you can ask the spirit box a question. Hey Metal Rain, welcome back. How are you, dear? Hey, that ADHD dancer. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by to say hey, how are you? How's everything been going, Veronica? It's nice to see you, honey. Oh, Metal Rain, I wish I'd fallen asleep, but nope. Oh, it's okay, Veronica. Oh, I figured you would come back when you had some time to come hang out with us and say hello. I have been thinking of you. I hope it's going well for you. Yeah, busy with school. I can understand that. I've been good. Hey, Moon Paws, how are you, dear? I've been good. It's been kind of crazy, though. My dog wasn't well for a little while, but he's better now. And had to have surgery, but I'm okay now, too. I'm gonna get the batteries for the spirit box in a minute and hook it up. Yeah, Dad's okay. He's doing great. He's doing really, really good. Thank you so much for asking. So let me think. Where are those batteries for the spirit box? What did I do with them? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna look around for them real quick. Oh, so disappointing. Where are they? Here they are. Okay, here's two. And where's the third one? Okay, this should be it. Okay, cool. Yeah, hang out with us. Thanks, NOFRONTiN. I like that picture you sent, Metal Rain, of how the Golden Girls were not found in the Epstein files. Made me feel better about my main deck being the Golden Girls tarot deck. I hadn't even thought about it really, but wow.
Power off.
Hey Ari, how are you, sweetheart?
Now in SB7 mode.
Now, where did that 9-volt battery go? This isn't going anyways. I've got a whole bunch of new ones over here. Are there any spirits here with us that can talk with us about what's going on in the world right now? Any spirits that are there that want to speak to us tonight? Any spirits there that can speak with us? Are there any spirits there that can speak to us now? We would like to talk to you tonight. Hey Kumar, welcome back to the channel. Are there any spirits that would like to speak with us about Nancy Guthrie? Where is Nancy Guthrie? Where is Nancy Guthrie, spirit? If there's any spirits there that can... Home. Did it just say home? Hey, Pammy. How are you, sweetheart? How many spirits are with us now? So let's say you liked a guy for a while, but continuously get signs in regards. Oh, let me get the other chat so I can see what you're saying. So Stormy, let's say you liked a guy for a while, but you continuously get signs in regards to him, even though he's not available. Then you go on a dating app and suddenly see he has a new profile. Well, maybe you should send him a message on his new profile. Maybe he's available. Maybe these signs are letting you know that this is a leap of faith to take. Are there any spirits there that can hear my voice? Any spirits that can hear my voice? Well, maybe he'll change his mind. I mean, while we can't change people, we can change the version that shows up to us. So if you want the version of him that's available, that is looking for something long term, you can have that very easily. There is a reality out there where you have what you want with this person. And, you know, it's like that with anyone you might want to be with. Are there any spirits there that can speak with us about Nancy Guthrie tonight? Is Nancy Guthrie there? Did it just say probably?
Thanks.
Did it just say thanks? If you, it sounded like it said probably, like in a very tiny voice, like probably, like it whispered probably. Hey Cornfed, how are you? Welcome back to the jammy. Am I jumping the gun? No, I'm just trying to figure out if the spirits will tell us anything that maybe they're not
Maximum volume.
finding or seeing or hearing.
Maximum volume.
Is there any spirits there that can tell us anything
Maximum
about?
volume.
Stop talking to us, speaker, and let us talk to the ghosts. Are there any spirits there that can tell us where Nancy Guthrie is? When I asked earlier, Pam, I said, is there any spirits there that can tell us where Nancy Guthrie is? I swear it sounded like it said home. So that was the first answer. See, it just said home again. Can you help us find, can any of the spirits that are speaking with us tonight or hear my voice, can you help us find Nancy Guthrie? Oh really, they did go back into the house looking for things again. Last I heard they were going through the sewer. Hi. I wonder, I haven't really looked into haven't really looked into the case very deeply, other than I guess I only heard that they were going through the sewer. But I hadn't heard that they'd gone back into the house looking for more evidence or looking for evidence and things again. I guess I missed that part. Spirit, is there anything that we need to know about Nancy Guthrie's house? What about the woods, Spirit? What do we need to know about the woods? Do you have something you want to tell us about Nancy Guthrie and the woods? Spirit, or any of the spirits there, can they tell us where Nancy Guthrie is? Where is Nancy Guthrie? Wow. Did you just say wow? Is there anything that we need to know about Nancy Guthrie that you could share with us? Is Nancy Guthrie okay? Can any of the spirits confirm, is Nancy Guthrie okay? Can any of the spirits tell me, can you see her? Can any of the spirits on the other side help us find Nancy Guthrie? Please. Who has Nancy Guthrie? Who has Nancy Guthrie, spirit? How can we find this person that has Nancy Guthrie or has Nancy Guthrie? Where is she? Did it just say love you? What? Did it just say find her? Spirit, how can we find Nancy Guthrie? Spirit, can you tell me where she is? That was a very clear wow, you're right. So Pam, I did watch a little part about them searching the sewer, and then I watched a little bit of a part about a camera. They found somebody on a camera, and what I noticed from looking at the guy's face that had the mask on, he has a dark mustache, but I mean it's black and white, so I guess anybody's hair would look dark, but he looks to be like a young white male with a dark, thick mustache. Are there certain things that the spirits in the afterlife or on the other side are not allowed to tell us? I just said no. So you're open to communicate about anything with us? Just say yeah. Spirit, could you give me a straight answer about if you're allowed to communicate with us about anything? Well, I thought that I saw something today on just some random channel as I'm walking down the hallway on the TV in my dad and Frank and Dad's room. They were searching the sewers, and they had finally found something on a camera of a man in a mask, a ski mask, and he was trying to cover up the camera with like grass or plants or something. But he looks to be a young and thin white male with a thick I could see the mustache through the mouth part of the mask. It's almost like the ski mask was too big for him. Who's the man in the ski mask, Spirit? John. Who's the man in the ski mask that took Nancy Guthrie? I'm gonna ask Spirit one more time, where is Nancy Guthrie? Good night, Moon Paws. Sweet dreams when you get there. Yeah, we're trying to follow up, Spirit. So, recent developments on February 10th, 2026, FBI released images of an armed masked person at her door. Law enforcement has recently detained a person for questioning in Rio Rico, Arizona, south of Tucson. What can you tell us about that, Spirit? Spirit, we know it's not Trump. Don't say that. It just said it was Trump. Like what? Oh, that's a good joke, Spirit. It's a funny satire. Okay, so you probably don't really want to talk about this Nancy Guthrie case, huh? Spirit, is Nancy Guthrie okay? Can you tell us if she's okay? Is she safe? Is Nancy Guthrie safe? In here. What? Did you say peace? You have all kinds of theories and not a lot of facts. Yeah, and I can totally relate, ma'am. Oh wow, Nancy Grace, really wow. Spirit, what do we need to know about Nancy Guthrie? Is there anything you can share with us about Nancy Guthrie? there any spirits there that would like to talk to us about Jeffrey Epstein? Are there any spirits that would like to or could speak with us about Jeffrey Epstein, please? Are there any spirits that know anything in regards to the Jeffrey Epstein files? Spirit, are you there? Are there any spirits working? Are there any spirits there that would like to communicate with us tonight about the Epstein files or Jeffrey Epstein? They might live in, well, they definitely probably live in Canada. There's a part of Canada that's like an hour behind East Coast time. So it's almost 2:30 where Moon Pause is. Spirit, what do we need to know about Jeffrey Epstein? Think. You have to think about it, Spirit? No? Yeah, Nova Scotia. Probably. Or the surrounding areas. Spirit, is Jeffrey Epstein dead? Is Jeffrey Epstein dead? Is Jeffrey Epstein alive? What can you tell us about Jeffrey Epstein being alive, Spirit? Excuse me. Spirit, if Jeffrey Epstein is there and he's on the other side, would you like to speak to us? Is Jeffrey Epstein alive? Or is he dead? Are there any spirits there that can confirm with us that Jeffrey Epstein is dead? Hey, Casey, welcome to the Chammy. How are you tonight? Are there any spirits that can let us know they're here with us? Maybe what your name is? Is there a name you'd like us to call you? Physical client, or was it just a network of names regarding the Epstein files? Sorry about that. I'm sorry, what, Spirit? Was there a physical client list, or was it just a network of names? Are there names in the files, in the Epstein files, that have not been made public yet? Did you just say Little Saint? What really happened in the temple on the island? Are there really hidden tunnels or rooms that investigators missed? Is that what you want to talk about? You want to talk about Little Saint James? Whose presence is still felt on the island? Whose presence is still felt on the island? Jeffrey, can you hear me? Jeffrey, can you hear us? Who is with you on the night of August 9th, 2019? Was Jeffrey Epstein's death truly a suicide? Or was someone else in the cell? Where is the missing surveillance footage from the jail? Where is the missing surveillance footage from the jail? Who was the most powerful person you were protecting, Jeffrey Epstein, if you're there? Or who was the most powerful person they're protecting in the Epstein files? Is there anyone here who was involved in the Epstein files? Are there any spirits who were involved in the Epstein files that want to speak to us tonight? Can you give us a name from the documents? Are there any spirits that can give us a name? Why did it say me? Who is me? What's your name? Can you tell us your name, spirit? Do you want us to just call you me? Is that your name? What's your name? John? It's interesting that it's saying John again. It said John earlier. Do you want the truth to come out, John? Gotta think about that one, huh? Do you want the truth to come out about the Epstein files, Spirit? Or John? Are you angry about what is in the files? Are there files, are there names in the files that haven't been made public yet regarding the Epstein files? Which high-profile figures most frequented the island? Which, since you wanted to talk about, since you said Little St. James, you seem to want to talk about it earlier, which high-profile figures were most frequent on Little St. James or on the island or any island that might have been involved in the Epstein files? Spirit, did the medical examiner see everything in regards to Jeffrey Epstein's death? Jeffrey Epstein told a psychologist he didn't like pain, so how did he find the strength to do it? Who was the person seen on camera heading towards Jeffrey's cell the night of his death? Was Jeffrey Epstein alone, or were the cell doors left unlocked for someone else? $540. Did you die at 5:40 a.m.? Did it just say don't?
I thought.
What's my theory? He's not dead. And those probably those like video game accounts they found was probably his kid. It's like they're celebrating that they've gotten away with all of it. It's kind of strange that when I asked who the person was seen on camera heading towards the cell the night of his death, that the spirit box got somewhat more active. Are there any spirits that can hear me and that may want to speak about the Epstein files tonight? Hey Tex, how are you? I hope you're feeling better. Did the spirit box just say yep? You took cough syrup? Right on. If anybody would like to get a reading, it might be a good time to go ahead and pay and get a reading now, as I probably won't be online much longer. I'm so glad you're feeling better, Tex. Awesome. Spirit, who's the masked intruder that kidnapped or possibly kidnapped Nancy Guthrie? Who was at Nancy's door at 1:47 a.m.? Okay, this is kind of weird. So they haven't told us that she's died or passed away, but AI is assuming that she's already dead, and I didn't even assume anything about her being dead when asking, what questions can I ask the spirit box about Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old woman who was kidnapped? Why would AI assume that just because I'm talking to a spirit box? Spirit, did Nancy Guthrie or anybody recognize the person in the ski mask and gloves on the night or evening or day that Nancy Guthrie went missing? Spirit, why does AI think that Nancy Guthrie is assuming that she's dead? Did it just say could be? Why did Nancy Guthrie's pacemaker disconnect from the pacemaker app? Is the person detained in Rio Rico the one who took Nancy? I can't believe that AI is assuming that I should be asking her questions instead of asking questions about her as if she's already passed on. Does it know something we don't know? So So now I'm going to ask it, why are you assuming to ask questions in past tense as if she's dead already? That's a fair catch. I definitely leaned into the spirit box tradition of talking to the beyond. Did the spirit box just say creepy? I know, right? Creepy. It says if you are using the spirit box to try to locate a living person, you should shift your phrasing to the present tense to better align with her current situation. But see, I didn't ask it to give me, I just asked questions I could ask about Nancy Guthrie on the spirit box, or questions I could ask the spirit box about Nancy Guthrie. It came up with talking about her in regards to past tense, not myself. Where is Nancy Guthrie right now, Spirit? Did it just say a corner? Is Nancy Guthrie inside of a building or outdoors? Corner. Is Nancy Guthrie with the person that took her? Who is holding Nancy right now? It sounded like it said highwaymen. So in 2026, a highwayman wouldn't be a masked rider on a horse, but rather a high-tech predator exploring the vulnerabilities of increasingly automated and connected world. Here's what the evolution of the highwayman would really look like. A signal jammer, an electronic warfare. Somebody who could sever the GPS or cellular connection of an autonomous vehicle. As self-driving trucks and cars becomes a standard logistic. Spirit, what happened with Nancy Guthrie? Do you know anything about what happened with Nancy Guthrie? Did it just say dead, gone? Well, we know that you're dead and gone, but is Nancy Guthrie still alive? Is she scared? If she's alive, is she scared? What are her current surroundings, Spirit? You said something about a corner. What about the corner? What is happening presently with Nancy Guthrie? What about a car? The corner of a car? Is she safe at this moment? Is Nancy Guthrie safe at this moment? Okay. So all I've concluded here is that she's somewhere home in the corner and that she's not safe. As far as the Epstein files, I just keep getting the name John. Would John or any other spirits like to speak to us more about the Epstein files? Or did it just say Nancy? Is Nancy safe? If there's any spirits unable to talk in the spirit box but can maybe touch the REM pod or show their presence. We'd like to know where Nancy Guthrie is. Please help us find Nancy Guthrie. Kind of strange. Like now it smells like roses in my room, but I don't have roses in my room. Spirit, what is the name of the person who moved the blue SUV? Spirit, is Nancy Guthrie in the house that's being searched in Rio Rico? Is she in the corner of the house being searched in Rio Rico? Is there a house being searched in Rio Rico? Is there a house in Rio Rico being searched for Nancy Guthrie? Who's holding Nancy right now? If you're gonna spam the chat, I'll just hide you from the channel. I'm also going to report you for breaking terms of service and breaking my rules. So now that you've broken your own terms of service, have fun getting doxxed by Google. You can't just get on YouTube and hide behind some fake name and start spamming and being rude and breaking terms of service. I think you could just get away with it. So now I have you on my block list, and now I have your name, your email address, and maybe I'll look you up tomorrow and report you to the police department. Have a nice life, being whoever you are. If you have a problem with my friend Elvira, you can get hidden from the channel too. Spirit, who's holding Nancy right now? Is the house in Rio Rico being searched? Is there anything you can tell us about that? I'm going to report them too. You know, harassment and bullying is against terms of service, right? Did you forget that? Did you forget that? Yeah, I guess so, huh? Have a nice day, whoever you mean people who suck are. Is the man from the traffic stop the one who was at Nancy's store? Does anybody know where Nancy Guthrie is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Nancy being held? Is Nancy Guthrie being held at the Rio Rico house? Has Nancy Guthrie been moved from the Rio Rico house? Really, it was like 70 degrees here today, but it started off 6 degrees. Isn't that crazy? Where is Nancy Guthrie? Why does it keep saying home? Is Nancy Guthrie home? Whose blood is on the front porch? Whose blood is on the front porch at Nancy Guthrie's house? Is Nancy injured? I know, Pam, I know. Is the blue SUV towed from Rio Rico the vehicle used in the abduction? Did it just say yes? Can you see Cash Patel's teams from where you are? Do you think Nancy Guthrie will be found today, Spirit? Yep, has she already been found? Has Nancy Guthrie been found tonight? Spirit, what do we need to know more about the person of interest who has been detained regarding Nancy Guthrie? He denied it. He denied what? Why are you saying Trump again? What about Trump? Is Trump a person of interest? Okay, it's just crazy, huh? Spirit, I'm going to ask one more time. Where is Nancy Guthrie? Can you help us find Nancy, please? Yeah, I agree. I very much agree with you, Pam. But I also wonder, like, had it been somebody else, would have they cared that much? Would people care this much to find them? Did the spirit box just say no? I would hope that they would care enough to do this for any citizen in our country. Hey, Jessica. How are you, dear? Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Is there anything that we need to know tonight about Nancy Guthrie? So far, they said Nancy Guthrie was home, that she was cornered or in the corner. Are there any spirits that want to speak to us about the Epstein files? Are there any spirits that would like to speak with us about the Epstein files? Who is me? Are there any spirits that we can help in regards to communicating about the Epstein files? Are there any spirits that can tell us where Jeffrey Epstein is? Do any of the spirits have any information that they'd like us to know about the Epstein files? Is Jeffrey Epstein still with us? Is Jeffrey Epstein dead? You doubt? What do you doubt? What do you doubt, Spirit? If Jeffrey Epstein is on the other side, do you want to speak to us tonight? If Jeffrey Epstein is there, can you hear me? Welcome back, Metal Ring. Who was with you on the night of August 9th, 2019? Was Jeffrey Epstein's death truly a suicide? Did it just say maybe? No. Was someone else in the cell with Jeffrey Epstein? Thanks so much for your donation, Rain. That's very kind and generous of you. Who was the most powerful person Jeffrey Epstein was protecting? Is there anyone here on the other side that was involved in the Epstein case? Was Jeffrey Epstein truly alone, or was his cell door left open?
Thanks.
Here's the missing video footage from August 9/10, 2019. I guess there's no more spirits that want to talk about this. No? Okay, we won't talk about it anymore. Thank you so much, spirits, for talking to us tonight. We appreciate it. It's definitely been interesting and weird. If you'd like to talk about Maverick. Why would it say the Maverick? Who was the Maverick? So in the context of the unsealed Jeffrey Epstein documents, the term maverick has appeared in two primary contexts: as a political identifier for an investigator and as a prominent reporting outlet. The conservative maverick Thomas Massie, during 2025-26 congressional scrutiny of the Epstein files, Representative Thomas Massie has been referred to as a conservative maverick. Then there's the South African reporting newspaper, the Daily Maverick, which has been reporting on it. Are the names being hidden from the Mavericks in Congress? Who's the Maverick, Spirit? Are you talking about Representative Thomas Massie as the Maverick? Okay, Spirit, I'm going to say goodnight now. If there's anything else you'd like to talk about. Is there anything we need to know about Epstein's New Mexico ranch? Really, she hasn't been online a couple days, huh? Are you ready to do your reading, or do you want to wait until you figure out some questions? Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll ask more questions tomorrow night as the spirit box warms up to the questions. I mean, I don't really know that we've really learned anything tonight other than supposedly Nancy Guthrie's home in a corner, or feels cornered, or is cornered. And supposedly Epstein is not dead. He's just sneaky, I guess. Spirit, where's Nancy Guthrie? I'm gonna ask one more time. Can you help us find Nancy Guthrie? Who is the person detained in Rio Rico? Were they really just delivering food? Welcome back, ADHD. Oh, that's good, Metal Rain. Awesome. You'll have to tell me how you do those one day. Police, what about the police, Spirit? Spirit, where's Nancy Guthrie? Please help me find her. Spirit, do you want to find Nancy Guthrie? Who is the masked and armed individual on the camera at Nancy Guthrie's home? It feels like kind of a dead end tonight with that. Well, Spirit, thank you so much for your time tonight. We appreciate you, or any of the spirits that came through tonight to speak to us about Nancy Guthrie and the Epstein files as well. Is there anything else that the spirits would like to share with us before I close the spirit portal? Hope to you too, Spirit. Well, that's been interesting. I guess we'll try again tomorrow night. If anybody has any good questions they want to ask about either topic, just let me know. go through them tomorrow night. Okay, Seth Nancy G. Huh? We were just talking about Nancy Guthrie. I know that that Seth Nancy G is a typo, but I guess you're saying a date with Nancy? How will it go? If it happens. Alana's current thoughts on you. Spirit, I'm calling forth Metal Rain's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does he need to know right now about the manifestation that he's working on? How's that working out for him? So yeah, you are creating. You are creating, and it is working. In the High Priestess. Spirit has your back with this, on the situation. You will see it come to fruition. But you might be getting a little bit in the way of yourself mentally. And the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, to get to this Ten of Pentacles, you're going to have to, like, drop all the doubt. Okay? Because you know, you don't have to believe in something, but you do have to embody the idea, the desire that it's already yours, that it's already working. And it's not so much that I'm telling you to fake it till you make it or fake it till it happens. It's that I'm asking you to get into the idea of what it's already like, that it's worked out. Even if you can only hold it for a moment, keep practicing it so that it will be compelled towards you, whatever that manifestation is. The universe is already co-conspiring with you to create the manifestation. This is the confirmation on the High Priestess card to let you know that Spirit has your back. The universe has your back on it, but you must get out of your own way with the doubt. Because see, the doubt, the Seven of Swords is explaining to you, you know, this doubt with all the things that you want to manifest is there, and it lingers whether you realize it or not. It could be a subconscious thing. And so let your dreams guide you regarding learning what those subconscious limiting beliefs and circumstances might not be. I don't know what they are. I'm sure we could go over them someday if you want. But they'll come to you. But there is this to look forward to regarding the manifestation with the Ten of Pentacles. We all get in our own way sometimes with this kind of thing. It's not just you, it's me, it's everybody. But don't let it go, you know. I mean, you know, there's a lot of potential here in the Two of Cups with that manifestation. Just the energy around the manifestation. Love, kindness, friendship. Spirit knows you've been hurt before. Put the lights on someone's home within regards to your connection with the possible date. Now, and the meditation as well. Okay, Spirit. So far, how will it go with the possible date? Well, that's interesting. I mean, you guys may talk about it. And with the Hermit and the King of Wands, Spirit could be suggesting that, you know, the possible date will be somewhat low-key. It could even take place at home, or in the comfort of your home or their home, or someplace you both feel at home in the Hermit card. It could even just be a phone date where you chat on the phone, or maybe you get online together and watch a movie. Even if you can't see each other, maybe, you know, you do something together online. Watch a movie, play a game together, chat, something like that. But there will be communication. There will be communication. Spirit, what is Alana's current energy towards Metal Ring? What is Alana's current energy towards Metal Ring? So I think there's a lot of love in her heart and thoughts for you. She does like you, and she does see you as someone in her future that is stable and easy to talk to. You make her feel comfortable, so her energy around you, you know, she does feel comfortable with you. She likes your energy as well. She might not be ready for anything too intense right now, but she does look forward to talking to you in the future in this Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So I would suggest that if you do have a date with your friend, you know, have fun. Whatever you guys decide to do, whether you decide to go out to a park or have some brunch, or maybe you don't hook up that day and you do something online together, like I said, like watch a movie together, play a game together, chat on the phone, FaceTime, something. Well, I think that Spirit's telling you that maybe it's quite possible that you guys will talk again online. Because you've got the Hermit card, and we have Rose in her, you know, in her pink little negligee. You guys might just end up chatting online or on the phone in the comfort of your home. You also have the Emperor, which popped out while I talked about that. There's something inside of you that yearns to take care of her or take care of someone, but it's almost as if they yearn to take care of you too, in a positive and friendly way. Yeah, it wouldn't matter if I knew who you were talking about or not, Metal Rain. That's the message. So Spirit must have known that you were talking about Alana, so. But I'm talking also about Nancy and the date as well. Man, I really want to turn that spirit box back on and keep talking to it about Nancy and Epstein. But I don't know, I feel like maybe I've asked all my questions that I can ask. Nancy takes care of her mom. How old is Nancy? Well, Spirit Box is also being highly sneaky. I'm more worried about the fact that AI already thinks that Nancy Guthrie has passed away. And I didn't even ask it, like, any questions that would even remotely... I mean, I didn't ask AI any questions that would remotely suggest that I'm asking or wanting to ask questions about her being passed away. Yeah, it needs to be investigated. You're right. And its excuse for assuming that she was dead was very strange as well. And I also thought it was interesting Sunday when I was watching the Super Bowl halftime. Like, AI didn't even know that Lady Gaga, like, or Ricky Martin was on the halftime. It didn't even understand what I was talking about. It just talked about the past times they had played the halftime. What does that remind you of? So, with Nancy Guthrie, it keeps saying she's home. She's home. I couldn't get anything about the sewer, but I did get that she's in a corner or feels cornered. I couldn't get anything about the kidnapper. Though I did say something earlier about the blue SUV being moved, and it said yes. There were a couple of strange things in regards to asking questions about Epstein. I'm not really sure what to make of any of that, other than it wanted to talk about Little St. James. So I started talking a little bit about Little St. James, which was his island, and there were a couple of spooky voices that came through, but and then that thing about the Maverick, which I find to be interesting, the Maverick. You're right, that is strange. Her name being Nancy too. Spirit, is there anything in the liminal space deck that you can tell us about Nancy Guthrie? Is there anything that the liminal space deck could tell us about Nancy Guthrie? So when I split the deck, it was spell it out there and back again. So did somebody maybe take her away and bring her back and they would miss that? Sparkle, sparkle, bitch. Okay. What, is there anything you can share with us, Spirit, about Nancy Guthrie? Enough is a feast. Something I noticed that's kind of creepy about this card, and I know it's supposed to probably be like cuts of meat, but it really just looks like fingers and a hand on a plate. And this doesn't really look like anything except worms. So are they feeding Nancy Guthrie? So yeah, they have been feeding her, or they were feeding her, or feeding off of her. Energy follows intention. You know that we can do that sometime. Let me read up about the case tomorrow, and I'll put some questions together. Let me go over here and copy and paste this. Funny, the things I log into when I see Facebook. So I just sent what you just said in chat to you on Facebook, just so I could come back and reminisce over it later. So Laverne Spicer said, "Dear Pierce Morgan, the fuck you mean Bad Bunny show was good because 50 million Americans speak Spanish? Motherfucker, do you know that mean 300 million Americans don't speak Spanish? So who the fuck was that 13-minute Satan parade made for, if not the American people who made it football the greatest sport in the world? Boy, shut your full mouth up and go the fuck back to England and stay there. America is for Americans, not for people who think the world owns us. And so many people are angry. So this is like why I wanted to delete Facebook, because first of all, I don't use Facebook. The only reason you see posts on Facebook is because Instagram is Meta now, and the accounts are connected. So I figured, well, I might as well post this stuff to Facebook for people who are not on Instagram. So I really just keep the Facebook around and the Instagram around for the people who actually care to even look sometimes, or if at all. But I hate like logging into it and hearing and reading and seeing all the things. So that's why I have deleted it from my app. I mean, it's deleted it from my phone, but I still have the Messenger, and I log into it from the laptop often. It seems logical that she might not still be on this side. I hope she still is alive, but she has health issues and needs her meds. There was blood at the scene too, so someone got hurt. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up that you can have that much security and be kidnapped. And have so much high-tech intelligence and no one knows where you are. But there's like a theory that, there was like a theory or something online from a woman that said, you know, that possibly she had been kidnapped, that Nancy Guthrie had possibly been kidnapped because Savannah Guthrie had interviewed one of the Epstein victims, and maybe Nancy Guthrie knew things that people didn't want to be known because of that. But you think maybe they would take Savannah, but maybe it wasn't as easy to take Savannah as it would have been her mother. Oh, I know, it's ridiculous. People are up in arms about the halftime show, but nobody gave a fuck about anybody's ass or twats or tits hanging out the last, 60 years? Okay? Nobody's talking about Janet Jackson's nip slip or somebody's dick slip, or, I mean, can we talk about some of the nasty shit we've seen in the Super Bowl halftime over the last couple decades? But we're gonna freak out because girls have short shorts on and their ass isn't hanging out, and they actually have tops on that are covering their cleavage. I mean, I just don't see what the problem was. I don't see how it was disgusting, and the fact that children should not be seeing it. Don't they know that there isn't even there probably isn't even sexual education in high school or middle school or even elementary school? I mean, don't they know that kids that are 6 through 12 are already starting to have sex? I mean, the fact that my 6-year-old goddaughter knows what it is. I mean, the fact that her friends know what it is, and that sometimes their parents catch them engaging in it. They really need to think twice about, these perverted adults really need to think twice about what they're saying, and put their money where their mouth is and start sexually educating children from a young age so that they can know what the difference is between becoming a victim, being a victim, all right, and being, the perpetrator or the perv or the pedo that they might, you know what I'm saying? It is an abomination to me that children are doing so terrible in school, and that they're more concerned about a halftime show than children's education in this country. It really, really pisses me the fuck off. I know a pedophile, fucking murder rapist person, like trying to convince us that we should listen to him about how nasty Bad Bunny's halftime show was. Like he's some kind of, like he's some kind of non-freak virgin. I know, and yet they have no child left behind. I know. Oh, don't worry. Children been getting left behind a long time now. Trust me, I was one of them. But you know what? I self-educated. And I continued without having the school system try to own me or use me or brainwash me. I was really sick of being sexually harassed and beaten up. And I hated it and nobody would do anything about it. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Someone came in here and had to ask me a question. I mean, the fact that, like, you know, there are adults that can't write or read cursive is just so strange to me. The fact that there are people that can't even, kids who can't even read, it's scary. You read that they're trying to lower the age of consent too. That is so wrong. They need to make it illegal to get married under 18. If you can't smoke cigarettes at 18, you can't buy alcohol till you're 21, then you shouldn't be able to get married until you're at least 18, and you have to marry someone who's 18 plus. I'm surprised that there are states in this country where you can marry a minor and you can also marry your cousin and you can also marry your parent. What kind of fucked up shit is that? Pardon my French, but it's just so fucked up and beyond me. And you can die for this country at 18, but you can't buy alcohol and have a drink. Wait, they changed it. You can't buy cigarettes unless you're 21 plus? Or is that just California? It's just crazy to me. Yeah, I don't know what the age is for buying cigarettes anymore. I'm still getting ID'd for beer. It's kind of funny to me. Like, I don't really understand the whole raising the whole age to 21. Okay, so I guess they changed it nationally because it's 21 in Georgia too now. So you have to ID anyone who looks under 30 to buy cigarettes and alcohol. That's strange. It used to be that you have to ID everybody. And if you get caught not IDing, like, you could get in trouble. Veronica's profile is Veronica P4091. Here, I'll send her channel link to you. I don't think she has anything on her channel though. Alright friends, I should go to bed. I haven't been feeling well the last couple of days, but it's just cervical spine issues. And I should probably go lay down. Was the age for alcohol ever 21? What do you mean? What's your question, ADHD dancer? I think it's always been 21 in Georgia. I thought it was always 21. I don't know. I have no idea. So, according to my siblings, in the 80s, they could just go to any supermarket and buy wine coolers. They wouldn't get ID'd. But they changed that. Indefinitely. So I'm at 5%. So if you want to ask your question, dancer, please do, because if you don't, the iPad's going to die and I might not be able to answer it till a later time. Oh, you want to ask a tarot? You want to ask a question to the tarot cards? So if you want to get a $5 reading, and that's just where I ask the cards what you need to know right now, you can do that. But for a reading at $7, you get 3 questions, 7+ minutes, 7+ cards. You can do PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Super Chat. That's right, that's right. I forgot this is also your account. I kept looking at the S and I was like, yeah, that's sugar, but I was also in doubt at the same time. If you only have one question, can you postpone the other 2 questions? No, honey, you gotta do all the questions at the same time. I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, if you want to postpone them for now, we can. If you just have one question and you want to postpone the rest till later, you can just send them to me in an email, and I'll email you back the answers. Okay, dear? If that works for you. I'm just kidding. Yeah, just go ahead and tell me what your question is. Send your $7, and you can postpone the other 2 questions. I mean, unless they come up and you know what you want to ask. You know, it's fine. We can just spend 7 minutes on one question, send the other 2 later, or we can just spend a few minutes. Whatever's fine. I'll just do it for this one time because I'm only at 5%, and I don't want the iPad to die. So we can go ahead and get the question done and get that reading started for you. So I don't know what Hinge is, but I'm gonna take it that that's some kind of dating app or something. Spirit, why did he reject her? Calling forth Suga's most trusted and strongest spirit guides, why did he reject her? I'm just nervous, like, what if it's because you're expecting to be rejected by everyone and it keeps happening? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Spirit, what is the energy around the rejection, though? Can you clarify that? Did he reject her? Like, what does Suga need to know about that? So it's as if he felt like defensive, like he felt like it's like he felt defensive about it's like he felt defensive about the change it would bring about in his life. Like, he'd be happy to take you out, but it's almost like it's saying in the Death and the King of Cups and the Hierophant and the Fool and the Four of Swords, it's like he needed to turn his brain off for a minute and think about it. And he got defensive because, you know, his number was just given out, and he felt a heavy burden in regards to, like, doing what's right. Like, but if he knows it, he knows, like, so he knows that he could be happy, right, being in that kind of relationship with you, something loving, committed, and dedicated. But it's a huge leap of faith for him, one that he would rather sleep on and be defensive about, because he's not ready. He's happy. He's happy carrying the weight of things that don't serve him. And he's very defensive about it. Like, is he a player? The Spirit says, yeah, he's a player in the Six of Pentacles. So maybe that player life is something he's not quite ready to give up. What does she need to know about the profile on Hinge? I just want to know for personal reasons. Well, yeah, because he's looking for a hookup. He's looking for a wish-fulfilled hookup at home that, you know, he doesn't have to feel too much judgment over. Someone he can just call and, you know, they'll come running knocking on his door. But maybe not necessarily, like, get... What was that other card that we just pulled? It was... Where did it go? Yeah. Swipe left. Let's ask. Yeah, you should definitely swipe left. You'll be a lot happier being in your own vortex and being a hermit at this point. Just stay on your throne. Stay vigilant about, you know, hanging out with people, talking to people, and communicating with people that respect you, that have that same moral compass as you, and those same values that you have. Should you like it? Yeah, you should like it. But keep swiping left. I mean, just because you like it doesn't mean that you have to give him your attention if he starts giving you attention. But in that Hermit card, refocus back on yourself, and he very well may just, or someone may just refocus back on you. Alright, keep me updated, sugar. And please be safe with whatever you do. If you're getting on dating apps. One guy did ask you out. Okay, cool. What's making you nervous about it? Is he, is there something about him that makes you nervous in regards to, you know, your own values and morals? Is it the fact that you just don't know who he is? Is it the fact that it feels uncomfortable because maybe your morals and values will be different? Well, if you worry that he will look at you and think, oops, then he will. But change the channel and think about what you do want him to say to himself when he looks at you. Do you feel that way about yourself? Do you think, oops, about yourself? Yeah, definitely meet in a public place to be safe. You don't need to get triggered or uncomfortable or, you know. Sorry about that. I'm just going to turn that off. Nobody's calling. So yeah, please don't think that way of yourself, sugar, that he's going to look at you and think, oops. Start thinking about what you do want him to be thinking and feeling about you, and relish in the joy of that. Have fun with that. And just have fun with this date. And just be your true, authentic self. You never know, you might be finding yourself saying oops first and just leave. Oh. You did what with the last guy? Alrighty. Okay, you gotta shift that energy. Of course, you can never know. Of course, you can never know on a first date, but maybe you will. I mean, I'm talking about, of course, you can never know if you're gonna like want to spend the rest of your life with someone because you go on a first date with them. But I mean, I know people who have, but all right, I'm gonna go for now. It's time for me to say goodnight to all you people who come by tonight. Thank you so much, Pam, Sugar, Metal Rain, Veronica, anybody else I haven't said yet. Thank you so much. I'll try to make it back tomorrow. Sweet dreams, Pam. Sweet dreams, Sugar. Sugar, email me when you get a chance. Keep me updated. Sweet dreams when you all get there. Kalanita. Mwah. Good night.